Question 15 of 20 of frequently asked questions is, what habits will help me to be a good jam and jelly maker? There are two main ones that I find that people tend to have problems with. One is when you add the sugar in, always add the sugar in two parts. The reason is that by splitting it into two sections, you allow the batch temperature to remain higher. By only putting in half, it doesn't drop it down as far, which can cause preset problems and other issues. So adding the sugar in twice, whether it's a standard sugar recipe or a low sugar recipe, is a great habit to get into that will help you have more success and more consistency in your product. The other is stirring the product once the pectin is in. Once you've got your pectin into your fruit and you've brought it to a boil, you want to keep stirring for a couple of reasons. Especially if this is a home canning situation when you're doing it by hand. If you're in a kettle and you got an agitator, great, you're done. Or if you're in a kettle situation, let's say you don't and you're using a wood paddle, well, you're back to the home canner situation too. You got to keep moving, because what we don't want to do, granted in a kettle situation you're not going to have the biggest issue with scorching, but it's still a good idea to keep things moving, especially once the sugar has been introduced. You need to keep it moving so again we don't have any spot sets or any pre-gelling go on. In the home canning, it's even more so critical because we have all the heat condensed to the very bottom of the pot. So if we don't keep stirring it, we can tend to have scorching. It's going to darken the fruit, it's going to put a bad flavor in it, you don't want that. So once that pectin's in, you keep stirring it, get the sugar in, keep going, and frankly don't stop stirring until you're at the point where you're ready to turn the heat off and start filling your jars. For any more information about this, please see our website at calingredients.com. Thank you.